welcome back to our channel. In this video I will be showing you what to eat at the Döner Kebab vendor, and those dishes are at least as good as the standard Döner sandwich. And there it is, my favorite Döner vendor in Frankfurt. It's called Döner und Pizzaland. And like many Döner Kebab vendors, they offer German and Turkish specialties as well as pizza. When visiting this particular vendor in Germany, foreigners usually go for the Döner sandwich, and that's for sure not the only delicious dish that you can eat there. The first thing what you're gonna see when you enter the Döner Kebab vendor is the vertical rotisserie with meat that was introduced in the mid of 19th century. Before, only horizontal rotisserie was used. Originally, the meat used was from veal or hamel, but nowadays you can find also ones made with chicken or turkey. So let me introduce you to the first recommendation, which is called Lamajun, with meat. Lamajun is made from thin, flat bread that is covered with minced meat sauce that contains beef minced meat, onion, parsley, red pepper, tomato puree, garlic, tomatoes, paprika powder, oregano, sumac, cumin, sugar, chili, salt and pepper. The sumac is a fruit that has a sour taste that is dried and crushed and is popular spice in the Middle East. The sauce is pretty spicy. Lamajun is made with different kinds of vegetables like lettuce, red onions, white cabbage, tomatoes. You can actually choose whatever you like. And this Lamajun was actually with meat. The whole thing is flavored with a sauce. You may choose either garlic, yogurt, or hot sauce, or two of them. And sometimes the Lamajun is rolled, probably because that way is easier to eat it. The next specialty that we'll be talking about is Döner Durum, and this is very similar to the Lamajun, but it's without the ground beef sauce. We ordered our durum with meat, lettuce, cabbage and tomatoes, as well as garlic sauce and a bit of hot sauce. I actually love eating döner meat that way because of the flatbread. This flatbread is baked freshly, so it's still warm, and bread, meat, vegetable proportions are just perfect. Because when you look at the standard Döner Kebab sandwich, there's way more bread than you actually need it. And this is actually one of the reasons why we never go for it. And now we're gonna look at pide with ground beef and pizza with a döner meat. So as far as they told me, the dough is made of flour, yeast, milk, salt and sugar, and then it's rolled. The first one is for pizza and this one was for the pide. The pizza was covered with a tomato sauce and then döner meat, as well as lots of cheese that we ordered extra. And then the whole thing was baked in the oven for several minutes. The preparation of pide was also very interesting. We ordered pide with two different toppings. So one half was the vegetarian one with tomato sauce, cheese and soft cheese. And the other half was with a ground beef sauce that I have mentioned earlier. And also this half was covered with a cheese. And then the edges of pide are folded inside, brushed with probably a bit of milk, and then the whole thing goes to the oven. So at this point our dinner pizza was ready and I couldn't wait to try it because usually we go for the Italian pizzas. So look at this, the one and only pizza with a tomato sauce, döner meat, cheese and garlic sauce on the top. As mentioned earlier, the dough consists also milk, so the pizza is very rich. And also it is very rich in ingredients, as you can see. Nevertheless, we have enjoyed it a lot, and I have a feeling that this is gonna be the dish that Matthias will go for from now on. And by the way, after eating 3 slices of it, we weren't hungry anymore. Pide is also made from the same dough, but it does have a different shape. The beef mince meat was the same that they use for Lamajun, so this one is pretty spicy and it's really full of flavors. And those make the dish obviously very special. And the other half, although it didn't have as many spices, it was very tasty as well. Oh my goodness, my mouth is still watering when I look at it. And also, look how cheesy the other half is. And I think this is a dish that I'm gonna go for from now on. Another snack that I would recommend is called Burek, and this dish also works for vegetarians. Burek is nothing else than phyllo pastry that is filled with a different stuff and then fried. The fillings can vary. It might be spinach, it might be minced meat, sheep cheese or different vegetables. The one I got was freshly prepared for me and therefore was served warm, but it can be also served cold. The one I've tried, it was filled with soft cheese and I really loved it. Burek is very common in Germany. You can find it not only at Döner vendors, but also Turkish bakeries. And at last, I wanted to show you the Döner vendor that we have found on the island Rügen, where we have eaten also one of our favorite dishes, which is called Döner plate. This vendor had plenty of vegetables that you could choose from, as well as feta cheese and pineapple. That was very unexpected. And what was really cool that this slicer was actually automatic. And this one had also voice assistant, which I found very practical, especially when the vendor is pretty busy. So there we got our plate takeaway. It was a box that was filled with vegetables, döner meat and sauces. This particular vendor also offered mashed potatoes or fries with it, which is something different than having just bread with it. The meat was seasoned very well, it was crispy and juicy. And if I'm honest, this is the dish that I almost always order. As you can see under the meat, there are different kinds of vegetables like tomatoes, fresh red cabbage, lettuce, cucumber and fresh onions, as well as 2 different sauces, one garlic one and one spicy one. Also, those vendors have vegetarian and vegan options. For vegetarians, they've got a sandwich with cheese. For vegans, there is a falafel sandwich and falafel durum, as well as plate with falafel, pide with spinach and cheese, burek filled with soft cheese, or just a salad with sauce. They've got also vegetarian pizzas like pizza margherita, pizza with some vegetables and olives, pizza with white mushrooms, with spinach, with broccoli, or just some fries. So first of all, I really wanted to thank you Döner and Pizzaland and Kartoffel Döner for letting me film the preparation of the dishes. If you are interested where those vendors are located, I'm gonna put the addresses in the description box down below. Thank you very much for watching. Next week we will be talking about the bratwurst, so please stay tuned for that. I wish you all a happy week and I see you on my next one. Bye!